Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is May's Blu-ray watch list. This is where I let you know what movies I plan on watching during this month, and also it could give you some ideas at home of what you could be watching. So I've been doing the theme months lately, and I almost went with musical May, but at last minute I decided to shift gears and go back in time to 1980. That's right, the decade of the 80s. So any movie that was released in the 80s is up for grabs. And I'm really excited because you can really do any movie, any genre. And there's a lot that I do want to see and check out that I have not watched yet before. But of course, I'm also going to revisit those classics. But I'm not going directly for the John Hughes movies. I know that's really easy and simple, like Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles. No, I've decided to go a little bit of a different route, so I am going to show you what I plan on watching. I am very excited, but before I get into showing you, if you are brand new here at my channel, you're digging the vibe, you love the content, then please consider hitting the red subscribe down below, as well as the like button, but most importantly, the little notification bell so you don't miss any future content. So let's get started. I'm excited because I was born in 1980. I grew up in the 80s. So for me, this is like going home. The 80s movies are kind of like a comfort thing for me because they are so nostalgic, if that makes any sense to anyone out there. As a collector, I'm sure you understand that if you are. So let's get started with, this one's obvious. The Back to the Future collection. I mean, come on. How could I not revisit 80s movies and not watch Back to the Future on 4K? I have not watched this. I have not watched this since I got this collection for my birthday, I think about 2 years ago. So I need to watch this. I'm so looking forward, and I love these movies as a kid and still as an adult. I love these movies. So I'm looking forward to watching these again, even though I've seen them so many times. But I mean, Back to the Future is so iconic. How can you not watch that? How can you not watch that? All right, last night I got started because yesterday was May 1st, or when is this video coming out? I don't know, probably 2 days ago. Whenever this video comes out, I started on Sunday, May 1st. Okay, so I decided to start off 80s month with Valley Girl. I love this movie. I really do, and not only because it has Nicolas Cage. I mean, that's just like the cherry on top of the cupcake right there, because Nicolas Cage is in the movie. I love the slipcover. It is so bubblegum pop, literally. And it's just one of those movies, the dialogue, tripendicular, tubular. I mean, come on. It is so fun and ridiculous. Girls in the Valley meeting guys from Hollywood. They should not cross paths. They should not be together. And it's kind of one of those like Romeo and Juliet tales. So this one is always fun. This is my second time watching it, and I had a great time with it just as much as I did with the first time. So I definitely recommend Valley Girl if you guys have not watched it already. And then I got to experience for the first time Say Anything. I know. How have I not seen this movie before? I have no idea, but I will talk about this more in a future like 80s themed Never Seen It series. I don't want to give my thoughts right now because I will save it for the Never Seen It, but obviously I enjoyed this movie. So let's just move on to what else I plan on watching this month. Parenthood. This is a very new, recent pickup for me, so I'm excited about revisiting this one. Rain Man. I planned on watching this during the Oscar theme month, and I just ran out of time, and I just couldn't fit into my schedule. So Rain Man, I think the last time I saw this, I was like 9 or 10 years old. So it's been a real like 30 years since I've seen this movie. So I'm looking forward to revisiting that one. And by the way, I know I'm going to pull a lot of movies, and the reason why I pull a lot is because I always want options, because I don't like when I don't have a choice, if that makes any sense. I usually watch about 2 movies a night if possible. So I believe there's 31 days in May. So I have the possibility of watching 62 movies this month. So we'll see how many movies I can get through. All right, so I got a little bit of horror. Even though I just got done with horror month, there are some movies that I did not get to that are from the 80s. I figure I'd just sneak into this month. So I have Silver Bullet, Firestarter, and good because the new Firestarter is actually coming out in, what, a week or two. So that actually makes sense. Shocker by Wes Craven, I believe. Yes, Wes Craven Shocker. That Class of 1984, which did not come out in 84. It came out in 1982. There we go. And Cujo. Okay, I think those are all the horror films that I pulled. This next one is for my girl Mel, My Killer Podcast. Dream a Little Dream. Yes, I'm doing it for you, Mel. I am watching this. I will make sure that I watch this month for Mel. Mel, this one's for you. I know she's dying right now. She's so excited. Mr. Mom. I love Mr. Mom. I'm so happy that I found it with the slipcover. I believe I found this at Target. So I cannot wait for that one. Casual Sex. Have not seen this one yet. I remember it from my childhood, like bits and pieces. Why, as a child, I was watching Casual Sex. I honestly have no idea. Not too young, but like, my mom has always been really free with the remote, if you know what I'm saying. So let's just move on. Let's not report my mom to like DCF. All right. Ordinary People, new Paramount Presents title that I picked up. Flashdance. I've never seen it. I'm so looking forward. Flashdance, how 80s. I'm so excited. My Stepmother is an Alien. Very excited. I'm just going to keep saying very excited. I am. I'm just so thrilled to be watching these. Liar's Moon with who? Matt Dillon. Yep, Matt Dillon. I'm going to move my movies because I don't want them to fall. I don't want to have an accident. Okay. Top Gun, because Top Gun Maverick is coming out Memorial Day weekend. So how appropriate that I can brush up and watch this movie. Again, I probably have not seen Top Gun in 25 years. It's been a really super long time. So I think as an adult, I'm going to appreciate this movie much more now than when I was like 12. You know what I mean? Okay. Little Monsters. This has been sitting on my shelf for a while. So I'm really excited about that one. I'm sorry. I know I said really excited again. The Goonies. In my live chat from last week, my mom was in the room and she kept saying like, I love this movie. I watched it on repeat. She wasn't kidding. Like, I watched The Goonies so many times as a kid. I could not help myself. I just loved it. It was an adventure in a movie, and it's just so fun for a kid. So I just love The Goonies. Love it. The Wraith. I have not seen this one. Currently on sale over at blu-ray.com for, I believe, $6.99. So go check it out. Go check it out if you haven't gotten it already. Ooh, another horror. I forgot about this one. The Original Pet Cemetery on Mondo Steelbook from FYE, so go pick it up if you haven't. The Blues Brothers. I've had this one for so long, so what a great way to finally watch it. Everyone hates on this movie. I accept it for what it is, and it's Howard the Duck. Okay, Howard the Duck. I am tempted to get that 4K slipcover on Tuesday, whenever this video comes out. Today, tomorrow, I don't know. But I'm tempted. I'm tempted to pick up the 4K slip just because it's there. I know it's a bad movie. I get it. But that's the charm about it. It's just a tacky movie. We all need those cheesy Velveeta titles that we can go to and just have no thinking process whatsoever and just let the movie wash over you. That's what I always say. This is definitely one of those for me. Definitely. So I will be revisiting that one, as I will Heathers. Mama Blu-ray has not seen Heathers. Are you kidding me? We're watching Heathers. Like, that is a must watch. I mean, that's from like 89, if you're curious. 89. All right. Next up. I will be watching the Robocop 4K box set from Arrow. I recently picked this up a couple of weeks ago in a Blu-ray hunt. Oh yes, what a better excuse to break it open than for 80s month. It's fantastic. All right. We got Ghostbusters 1 and 2 on 4K. I have not watched these since I upgraded to 4K format, so I'm definitely going to be watching these ones, because I love Ghostbusters, one of the best comedies ever, so that's a definite. I pulled this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time, so this one may just not make it for the month, but it's Mystic Pizza. Takes place in Mystic, Connecticut. my home state. So I might as well represent my home state just a little bit. I guess this is what we're known for in the movie world. I really can't think of another movie that highlights Connecticut like Mystic Pizza does. But like I said, I'm not sure if I'll have time for this, so we will see. This is like a maybe in the pile. It's just a maybe. It's not a confirmed definite. This next one is The Accused with Jodie Foster. I was way too young to watch this movie when it obviously first came out, and it's a very sensitive, delicate topic, and as an adult, as a woman, I know I'm definitely going to enjoy this movie, and I know it's going to be a difficult watch for me, but it's probably one of her best performances, so I'm definitely going to watch this one. I got very serious there for a second because it's a serious subject. Okay, so this next one, I don't believe all of the movies are from the 80s, but I believe the first two are, if I'm correct, and that's the Beverly Hills Cop films, but I'm just going to cheat and go ahead and watch all of them because I want to try to get through as many collections as I can as possible. So I figure I'll you know, crank out a trilogy. That doesn't take too long. So Beverly Hills Cop trilogy. Like Father, Like Son. Who remembers this movie too? Who remembers this? I'm sure everyone is getting major flashbacks right now. Like, wow. Okay, this one is a double pack, About Last Night and St. Elmo's Fire. I have not seen either one of these, and my plan is to watch both. I'll probably watch both in the same night, so that way there's no confusion. I can just move on to the next movie. We have Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. This is 80s, right? I always check, but I'm going to double check just to make sure. I believe it's like 87 or something like that. I can't find the date on here, but I believe it is 80. So Dirty Rotten Scoundrels will be my first time watching it. I try to pull a lot of never seen it because for the obvious reasons. Starman, recent pickup. John Carpenter directed this. A lot of people do not realize that because it's not a horror movie. It's more of, you know, sci-fi extraterrestrial movie. So, but Jeff Bridges, Karen Allen, I do remember this from my childhood, but I never watched it. But I remember my parents watching it sometimes. Eddie and the Cruisers, part 1 and 2. So yes, I've seen part 1. I've never seen part 2. I pulled Raging Bull. This is a maybe. I don't know if it's going to be a definite because it is coming out on Criterion very shortly. I believe it's coming out in July, the month of the sale. Thank God. So I may or may not watch this. I don't know, depending. That's a maybe. That's in like the Mystic Pizza category. I am watching this. Cobra with Stallone. Yes, I know I missed Mid-Levels month by 1 month with Stallone, but that is okay. Cobra, any time is a good time for Sly Stallone. Let's be honest. Durant has Schwarzenegger. I've got Stallone. Okay, like I will take Stallone. Stand By Me on 4K. I'm excited. Like I'm excited about all of these. Oh my God, I don't think I ever finished watching this movie in full. I really don't. I feel like this is one of those films, when I was younger, I picked it up and then I left and I did something else and I just never sat and watched this from A to Z. So I'm looking forward for that experience. A little bit of body heat. A little bit of body heat with Kathleen Turner and William Hurt. We recently lost him, so that's sad. Okay. This is the collection that I really want to get through. And I know not all of the movies are from the 80s, but again, I'm going to cheat so I can get through the collection. And that is Rambo, baby. I've never seen Rambo. Can you believe it? Do not hate me down below. Do not leave nasty comments because sometimes we have lives. You know, like we have lives. There's things that we're doing besides watching physical media. So Rambo, the entire collection, and then I have Rambo Last Blood separately with a very nice slipcover. So yes, I'm all about Stallone this month. I know, again, I'm late with that. You guys, it's Mannequin. It's Mannequin! So thrilled that I bought this. I cannot wait. I might watch this tonight. I don't know. Like, there's so many options available to me. From a subscriber, I decided to pull The Squeeze with Michael Keaton. There we go. I've never seen that title, so I am, you know, always looking forward. And I pulled 3 Criterions to try to get through. There we go. Blood Simple by, I believe, the Coen brothers. Yes, the Coen brothers. Then Good Old Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I've seen this many times, but how more 80s can you get than this movie? And then also some Sex, Lies, and Videotape. So those are all of my Blu-ray watch list options for the month of May. We're going back to the 80s. So if you guys want to keep track of what I am watching every single night, then make sure you're following me over on Instagram at Movies&Sue, because I post pretty much on a nightly basis of what I'm doing and what I am watching. So did I give you some ideas? What are you going to watch this month? What's your favorite 80s movie? Let me know down below in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time.